UFC Abu Dhabi just went down, an absolute slop fest in the main event, which saw Reinier de Ridder take home the W. Co-main event, of course, Petr Yan showing through. Let's get into the rest of the card, break it all down in a meme cap recap style. We continue on and started off with the first fight of the night. Of course, Buchecha. I mean, who gave this guy his black belt, brother? That's really all I have to say about the guy. Former one championship star. Come on, move it on, brother. Anyway, in the next fight, we had a non-broken orbital giant pus-filled bag on some Muhammad guy's face. That's pretty much it. Anyway, Billy Elikana and Ibo Aslan had themselves a hell of a fight. A matchup of the ages that absolutely just happened in front of our eyes, and really nothing else mattered about that fight. A couple strikes were thrown per round. Any scrambles, any takedowns, any grappling, barely any to make mention of. Yes, I did watch the fight. Don't doubt me there. But trust me, you didn't miss much. And then we continue going up the card. I mean, we're getting into the good stuff here. Not just the fight itself, but, I mean, it's appealing to the eyes, not to the fan interest, not to the entertainment value. The fight, she got the finish. It was an accidental elbow. Get over yourselves. Anyway, now we move on to the real fights. Davy Grant, the big unk, gets it done. Never turned down a handshake from Davy Grant again. We're looking at you, Damon Blackshear. A great fighter, Damon Blackshear, but Davy Grant just out-unked him. He had the experience. He had the technical know-how. He got swarmed in the first round, but he came back, changed up the game plan, and got those strikes going. Great, fantastic performance from Davy Grant. Those looping punches, they may look goofy. You might split open his shin here and there. But guess what? This guy's coming after your throat. Damon Blackshear got absolutely trounced in rounds 2 and 3. Davy Grant goes home with a huge win. And then the Unks continue the run. Yeah, that's right. The Unks are getting it done day after day, week after week, card after card. The Unks are back. 41-year-old Muslim Salikov defeats Carlos Leal, the juiced out, roided out monster. Carlos Leal, yeah, he puts him away in one shot. Here, take a look 1 quick second. That way we don't get copyrighted here, because we're trying to stay in the good graces of YouTube while also showing you the best of the best. Oh, just one shot. Ping, boom, bang, pow. He's done. One quick, tight hook, and he's out of there. Carlos Leal falls. We thought he was going to run through this old man. Guess what? The old man still had a couple shots left in him. Not just Davy Grant, but Muslim Salikov as well. And then Bryce Mitchell. That's right, brother. Roll Tide, Alabama, baby, Missouri, wherever he's from, somewhere down south. It don't even matter. They're all part of the same family. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, Bryce Mitchell steamrolls through Saeed Nurmagomedov. It was a tough fight. Back and forth, very gritty, but he got the win. It was fantastic. It was a back and forth battle. Back and forth brawl. Back and forth. Takedowns here and there, and they just kept rolling through. But we move on to more KOs. More KOs for you, because sometimes guys get bored with the grappling, but guess what? Sometimes grappling's fun. Bryce Mitchell, one of these guys that's really fun in the grappling. You can't doubt him anymore. Bryce Mitchell is now a contender at Bantamweight. That's right, not featherweight, Bantamweight. He moved right on down to 135 because he's quite a small guy after all. And you know what? Maybe he's got some things left in the tank. Anyway, Bogdan Guskov ran right through Nikita Krylov. Of course, Nikita Krylov, famous for now changing his Ukrainian flag into a Russian flag. Look at this. Ooh, one shot. Not quite as clean as Muslim Salikov. I mean, how could you get any cleaner than that? Just one click. Swift. Right hook. This time it was a right overhand. Bogdan Guskov, Azog the Defiler, Anthony Smith himself getting another win, putting it and cashing it into the bank. Nikita Krylov, always a tough out, but he's getting on the other side of 38. You know what? This guy, not quite the unk that the other unks are. This guy not turning out how we needed him to. Anyway, Ochoa puts on a fantastic performance. He gets the loss, but guess what? Asu Almabayev, no thanks for the nut huggers. Now, listen, great fighter, fantastic, well-rounded, but he's very, very boring. I don't like that. I need an Ochoa. Somebody who takes it, split decision with a loner Kavanaugh. Somebody who knocks out Cody Durden. Somebody who tries to finish, tries to do damage, tries to harm another human being in the cage. That's what I want to see when I watch the UFC. MMA, any combat sports, I want to see somebody who damages. That's Shara Bullet and Marc-Andre Barriol. Yeah, Marc-Andre Barriol might have pushed Shara Bullet's nose across his face. But guess what? Shara Bullet came back in absolutely raging fashion, throwing elbows, throwing kicks, throwing knees up the middle, every which way he could but loose. I mean, this guy was an absolute cannon, an absolute marauder in there. Shara Bullet is an or a farmer. That's really all he's got, because he doesn't have a lot of power in his hand, doesn't have a lot of pop in those shots, doesn't have a lot of finishing ability, but damn, he throws a lot of fun and flashy shots. There was blood all over the place. This guy might just be the most terrifying human being. If you can find that picture out there where he's masked in blood, the red beard, the broken eye, I mean, the guy looks like an absolute freak of nature. He fits in right up in there with Jason Voorhees, the legends, the horror legends, and Freddy Krueger. That's right, Freddy Krueger. Jason, he fits in right up in there. I mean, this guy looks absolutely terrifying. Busted nose, busted eye, blood all over the place. It's like out of a horror movie. Absolutely hysterically crazy this guy looks walking through his opponents. Anyway, Petr Yan gets back in there. Marcus McGee made a good showing for himself, but Petr Yan absolutely came shot out of a cannon, put everything he had onto Marcus McGee. Marcus McGee had his moments. This guy's very powerful, very dangerous, but he did not have enough for Petr Yan. The sweeps, everything. It's so clean. It's so nasty. He's so filthy with all of his sneaky techniques. Sneaky Petr Yan. This guy's coming for that belt. It's the prophecy fulfilled. It's going to be Petr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili. He will defeat Merab Dvalishvili. It is written in stone, let me just tell you here. And then, of course, the master of the slop, the master of the mess, the master of disaster, Reinier de Ridder. We thought Dricus du Plessis was a tornado. This guy throws heat in every punch. He may be flying across the octagon, spinning backwards, throwing his body all around the world. But guess what? He's going to land one or two of those shots, and it's going to hurt somebody. But those knees, that's what you need to watch out for. Not just the big, wide, looping shots, because that will connect. Robert Whittaker, we thought, was the more technical striker going into this one. We thought he was just going to piece up RDR, put him away early. Guess what? RDR was the one that made this fight last. He bullied Robert Whittaker. He bullied him, pushed him to the breaking point, and broke Robert Whittaker. Didn't finish him, but he broke his mind, broke his will, broke his determination, and broke any kind of endurance that we thought Bobby Nichols had. We thought he could go the 5 hard rounds. He could not. Reinier de Ridder is a monster unlike any other. This guy is so massive for the 185-pound division. This guy is absolutely filthy on the ground. I mean, he will bully you into submission. He will kill you in the clinch, and he will knee your body from 10 feet away. Yeah, he's that long, he's that lanky, and he can get it done. Anyway, UFC Abu Dhabi just went down. Fun card, pretty good card. Had some moments, had some down moments, but that's okay. Some cards, they go up and down, much like other guys' careers. We can be talking about those for the rest of eternity. But Reinier de Ridder, who's he looking for next? Maybe an Israel Adesanya, maybe the top of the division, maybe a title shot next. This goofy guy might just jump himself into a title shot. We'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, I will see you guys again soon.